going on, guys? We're back in Pokemon Legends EA. You can see I've got something going on in the corner over there. Yeah, I didn't feel like waiting. Like, I wanted to get a few things done, but there was that dialogue that happened, so I just recorded it and decided I would just let it play in the corner over there. You're free to look at it if you want, but I don't think I'll continue going after every single side quest. There's just way too many of them. I'll still probably do a few of them here and there, but I think it's probably time to just focus on getting this main mission done and getting just everything complete. Let's go ahead and wrap things up. We're already at rank C, so let's wrap this up and move on. Looks like I think it should be relatively close to done with that in a moment. Similar to last time, I have gone ahead and gotten the Challenger's ticket, so that's ready to go. I have still been just messing with my team a bit. Let's see. Yep. That's not a part of the team, and neither is that. But anything that's in this box, save for those that I separated, have a potential to be a part of the team in some form or another. And yeah, I'm also looking at the other screen to make sure when the video starts playing. I think at this point I can take Chestnut out, and I'll probably go ahead and remove Talonflame and go back to using... You know what, no. Let's keep Talonflame, and let's put Ampharos back in. And we'll go ahead and just say this will be good for now. That way I have them in a relative order that's easy to remember, since that's generally what I keep them in. Yep, looks like the video is done. Let me go ahead and exit that real quick. Right, I'm gonna... OBS doesn't like it when I open things while it's already open doing its thing, so I'll have to set up that later, but I'll worry about that when the time comes. Alright, so over here. Ugh. I was discussing with my brother and also with a friend, and completely different conversations, but they were about the same thing, where we basically all were of the same opinion that it's like, this game really does not seem like it's worth it. Maybe that Digimon game, though, like, that Digimon game sounds like it's actually pretty good. I don't currently have the money to do anything about that, but in the future, it's on the list of things. Fortunately, I am not lacking of a backlog to keep myself busy until whenever I actually have money. Let's see. What did I leave? Oh, Zap Cannon. Interesting. "15 seconds on that. I think I'll just leave it as is. We'll go ahead and let Ampharos be the first up. There you are, Rune. My little Staryu may not be able to Mega Evolve, but that's not all that matters in battle. Come on, Staryu, let's show him how all our dances practice is paying off. Yeah, that was... Just let me know when you're ready to battle. Yeah, sure. I was thinking about the... Like, my different... Like, the amount of time I've spent playing Pokemon. And... Jeez. It sucks that it's gotten to the point that there's a game like this that is making me want to not like... Dude, I spent a massive amount of time playing Red and Blue. Same thing with Silver and Gold. Yellow and Crystal as well. I spent a good deal on Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald, and of course, like, I only played one time on Diamond and Pearl, but at Platinum I played several times. Soul Silver, same thing. And I will admit, like, I did not initially really care for Generation 5. Generation 5 did not impress me the first time I played it. But it's growing on me. I still do not care for Black 2 or White 2. I mainly just play the original games in like Black and White. But Gen 6, to give kind of context to this, after I got Black and White when it first came out, like Victini, event and everything available, that kind of mess. Yeah, Naveen, I know that. It's just, I don't want Staryu to lose what makes it so adorable, you know? Then what did you bother accepting a Mega Ring for? Rune, I'll help your poke. Yeah. Looks like it's our turn. I respect you a lot, so I want you to experience for yourself how strong my Mega Evolve partner is. But, yeah, so I was not really impressed at all with the, with Gen 5. Like, the first time I played it one time and just did not care. I did not go through to do capture the legendaries, do all the different... I did not care. I ended up selling it very quickly after. And I don't know when Black 2 and White 2 came out, and like how much time passed from the first Black and White. I completely missed that when it came out. I did not pay any attention, did not care. It was when Generation 6 was announced that I started to get back into this. Now, during that time, I did go and decide, well, maybe I'll give Generation 5 a second chance, see how that goes. And that was when I discovered Black 2, White 2 was a thing. Yeah. I hit the wrong button. If I had hit the right one, he would not have survived. I don't remember who his partner is. Oh, it's a Scrafty? Yep. But getting back to what I was saying, that's when I tried Black 2, White 2, and again, I just wasn't impressed. But I went ahead and tried Generation 6 when it came out, and I would say, I'm pretty sure my entire team was basically nothing but Gen 1 and Gen 3, save for my starter, which was Greninja. Like, I chose Froakie. Because I think after that I had the Torchic they gave from the event. Then I chose Bulbasaur since I already had a water and a fire type. Then I had a Pidgeot, a Raichu, and a Gardevoir. So yeah, it was Gen 1, Gen 3 with a single Gen 6 Pokemon. The first time I played through that game. Yeah, you do that. Oh, go ahead. What is it? I am so hungry right now. I would think your Pokemon would be the ones who'd have worked up an appetite. Look, I don't decide it, I just feel it. Why don't we stop by Nouveau Cafe, then? Big yes from me. I'll happily go somewhere that keeps their croissants and their curry separately. Yes. Whatever. But, Gen 6, I remember my save file having more than 1,000 hours on it. That was the generation that I first tried doing breeding and all that to get Pokemon for the meta. My friends were the ones that introduced me to it. They got me doing that stuff. I'm just going to let them talk. I'll keep it up for a moment, and I'm not reading their stuff. I'm just going to keep talking. But, yeah, so Gen 6 is when I started messing with meta and all that, where I started actually getting into playing online. So I had over 1,000 hours on Gen 6. So to get to that point where I already had one disappointment, like one thing that I was not satisfied with, and then I get back into it, like they actually got me to start playing again, just for something like this to come out, it's like, this is a massive disappointment. Even if Gen 6 had its issues, which it did, it definitely had its issues. Those, like, half of the characters in that game bugged you for no reason, and then they barely had anything going on for them. Like, they were kind of there, but not there, like, not really memorable. But, what's this? Finally, I found you. Yeah, this game just, it's been a bit disappointing. Pardon the interruption, but would you happen to be the members of Team MZ? Yes, but who are you? My name is Lebane. Lebon, I don't care. And I am here on behalf of the Lumio Society of Battle Connoisseurs. But isn't that a group for the children of elites and socialites to share their love of Pokemon battles? None of the Hotel Z staff or clientele fit that particular bill. The events that the Society holds are attended by more than merely children of elites and socialites, I assure you. But I digress. Would you kindly tell me which of you is Urbane, the leader of your team? That's me. And this is Rim. She's our stealth MVP. A pleasure. Now then, allow me to state my business. Lady Justine, leader of the Society, wishes for you both to attend the Society's next gathering. To that end, I am here to invite you to join us at Hotel Richissime at your earliest convenience. With that, I will take my leave. Yeah, it was a new character, not the standard ones that we deal with all the time, so I actually paid attention to this one a little bit. That's what might happen otherwise. Seriously, are you going to try to threaten us? Gosh dang. I will say, where Gen 5 is growing on me, Gen 7 still just sucks in my opinion. The premise is nice. I liked the premise of having, like, the trials of going across the islands and doing something different than collecting gem badges for a change. I liked that premise. And they had some pretty cool Pokemon in that generation. But those NPCs would not leave me alone. You literally could not go 5 steps without them telling you, you need to go here and do this next. The next objective of the game is to do this. I'll explain to you how to get it done. It's like, okay, just shut up. Leave. Let me play the game. Stop holding my hand. It drives me insane. And it's for that exact reason I have trouble replaying Generation 7. Even when Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon came out, like, I tried to replay it, and eventually I did beat it. But it took a while. Like, I'm pretty sure it took me over a month to finally beat that game, just because the amount of NPC interactions just kept putting me off, and I just had to walk away quite a few times. Generation 8, I liked some of the changes they made. They were definitely doing better. I am of the same opinion as a lot of people that I don't need hyper-realistic graphics, but we need to get past this already. Like, this console is capable of so much more than the 3DS, and yet I guarantee you this game would run just fine on the 3DS. The graphics match about what the 3DS was putting out, and that's just ridiculous. Generation 9, I liked the open world exploration a lot. I liked it. Now, the world was kind of bland. The world needed a lot more going on than what it had. And then, of course, there were all the glitches and the frame rate problems. That was a thing. Are you telling us we can go into this one now or something? Does it matter? Do I care? I'm kind of done complaining about it at this point. Time to get debating about what next game to play. Again, if anyone actually watches this and you have any suggestions, let me know. Right now, the next game for sure is Zelda Ocarina of Time. I've already got 2 parts recorded, and I'm going to be putting those up once I finish with this game. After that, I'm considering possibly Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, or there were a couple other games on the list, possibly a Mega Man game. What else was there? I know I want to play Bully at some point, but I think I'm holding off on that for the moment. I'll get to it sooner or later, but I definitely want to play Bully at some point. And I know I'm trying to get an upscaler that will allow me to play my GameCube games and all that with better graphics than what I currently have. Like, I got a AV to HDMI cable, but that thing had no upscaling, and it was bad. It was bad. Like, that was such a pixelated, blurry mess. I could see nothing. I'd have considered doing a recording of playing... I don't know why I just saved, to be honest. My mind is on too many different things, apparently. But, oh. Did she say she had a fairy type and I just put a dark type? Give me a sec. I don't know why I did that either. Whatever. But yeah, I consider playing Baldur's Gate 3, but I'll be honest, I've beaten the game twice, and majority of my plays, because I've done probably about 10 different plays of the game, and in Act 1. Like, I played through Act 1, I take care of the Goblin Camp, and then I'm entering into Act 2, and I just, like, I go through the Underdark, all that mess, enter into Act 2, and yeah, I just lose any want to continue. Oh, it said for me to use Mega. I thought she said she had a Mega of Florgus. Whoops. I was assuming she was the one using Mega, and I just didn't pay it any attention. Yeah, it's been that kind of day. Like, I actually spent a chunk of today doing some things. Like, there was something that I signed up for that's more of a personal my thing, something for myself. You know, something I wanted to do with my time, yada yada. And then there was also go ahead and injure you. Okay. I believe you still have your Mega Stone. But I went to an interview, a job interview earlier today. Ugh, that took a little time to do. I was in that job interview for an hour. I like it when they're shorter than that. I've had interviews that lasted about 20-30 minutes. And then I've had interviews that last upwards of an hour. Then I had that one interview. Oh, man. Sure, why not? But I had that one interview that lasted 5 hours. Ugh, it looks terrible. Not what I just said, but okay. What about you there? Do you need anything? I'm good. This jacket's all the party attire I need. I belonged to my mom before she... it belonged to my mom before she passed. Wow, I butchered that. If you're curious, I'm not even staying still right now. I have enough space between the corner of my desk and the wall that I'm just kind of spinning the chair back and forth right now. So half the time I'm not even looking at the screen. Oops. That sounds like the right choice for you. Thank you for a beautiful battle and such a stylish spectacle. I hope you'll keep Boutique Couture in mind for all your future fashion needs. For my part, I'll continue refining my designs. Lately, everyone's been talking about this mystery designer named Naveen, but I won't be outdone. Well, how about that? How indeed. I appreciate you getting us access to Boutique Couture's fine wares, Rune. If only I could afford them. I suppose I'll head back and dive into some commission work. You'll have to fill me in later about the fashion styles favored by the crowd at the SBC Gala. Alright, let's head to Hotel... that name. And for what it's worth, I'm sure you'll make a splash no matter what outfit you'll rock up in. Yet, there's a high chance I'm not wearing this crap. But we'll see what they have in here, if anything's actually good or not. Wow. They keep that locked for most of the game, and for what? That? Alright, let me remember what it was I had on. That... 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 That. I don't think I messed with anything else. That's still the same. The studs are still there. Oops, I do that every time. Yeah, let's go to this one. A little while since I last played Knights of the Old Republic. Though I've beaten that game probably about 20 different times. I love those freaking games. Like, there are no Star Wars games better than that. Like, KOTOR 1 and KOTOR 2, just freaking awesome. I stand by it. Now, ticked me the crap off when I started hearing, like, they were going to do the remake of KOTOR. And it ticked me off when I heard that they had hired some freaking activist writer to help with the writing. It's like, what do you mean? The game's finished. The game's writing is done. There's no writing that needs to be done. You just improve the graphics, maybe improve the fighting system a little bit because it can be a little janky sometimes. And then you send it out. There's no other changes. Like, make sure frame rate, make sure, like, the technical stuff all runs right. You don't need to change a single thing about the game itself. Unless you're going to look into, like, when you get to KOTOR 2, finding the cut content and adding it back into the game. Oh. We gotta think about what else we can do to set ourselves apart and satisfy our guests. Anyway, for now, let's see what the society thing is all about. Is it just me, or does she just look perpetually pissed off? Were you waiting for us this whole time? I can't tell if that's sheer dedication to your job or if you just got nothing better to do. Oh yeah. Things get seriously nasty for me if you kids decide to flake out and no-show. And I don't even want to think about what would have happened to you guys. Nothing would happen to me. I've dealt with everyone that came at me before. I deal with y'all just fine. Let's see. I am so curious how much experience these give. I want to know. Okay. Okay. I'll get Lucario caught up. No, she doesn't. We really need to add voice acting to this. It would have saved me a lot of trouble and a lot of bad reading. Hey, look, Chuck is here. Where's our battleground? Lady Jacinth will provide more details shortly. Until then, you may do as you please. Wait, they invited that dude here? Well, this party sucks already. It was tense in here. Guess that's what happens when you get a bunch of battlers in one spot. I'm gonna go scope out the competition. A score. Looks like I get another shot at revenge against Rune. Hello, Chuck. A redemption arc is just what my what my storyline needs. Nothing amps up the bass like a comeback. Really hope it's you and me in the finals, G-Volt. Bet we'd go viral if we streamed our showdown. That would be nice. But being lumped together with Ivor like this is mortifying. Yeah, there she is. Lady Jacinthe has arrived. I'm not even attempting that. Forget that. Hello to one and all, and Jacinthe, your humble host for this fine event. Allow me to begin by thanking each of you for making the time to attend today's gathering. We, the Society, strive to provide more than simply a venue for battling. We aim also to help trainers and Pokemon better understand, appreciate, and inspire growth in one another, all through battles. Just the other day, we were joined by Galar's former champion Leon, who delivered a very fine lecture at our invitation. And today, I have invited a group of exceptional trainers who have recently piqued my interest. These gifted few have garnered attention in the ZA Royale held each night on Lumiosa's streets. Aloha, let us begin. As I call your names, please come and join me on the court. Dinatho, the electrifying Chuck. And the venerable Tarragon. And the Fist of Justice, the mighty Ivor. And the inimitable Win. From the Rust Syndicate, the cunning Corbeau. And the dependable Philippe. And from Team NC, the valiant Urbane. And the up-and-coming Rune. Yeah, I'd say so. It was only our names, stupid. The more you bug me with an NPC, the more I grow to hate them, to the point that I just can't stand him anymore. Like, dude, just shut up and go away. If I have called your name, please gather here. Honored guests, I just am thrilled to announce a very special tournament for your enjoyment today. Yep, that's nice. Not even trying. That's my phone, my bad. What's up, Vinny? Got some Rogue Mega Evolution cases for us? Got it. I'll work out a plan with everyone. Jacinthe? Yes, what is it? It was great of you to invite us, but something super urgent came up. What could possibly be so important? Come on, let's go. Yeah. Suck it. For once you have done something right. Get us out of that crap. Can't believe she got so many hard hitters together for her own private tournament. Jacinthe seems like someone we're going to need to watch out for. Perhaps you would do better to watch out for yourselves after that display. I urge you to kindly reconsider your actions. You still have time. You must return to the venue. I say this out of concern for your own well-being. It's okay. Just put us down as disqualified. We've got to go help protect the city so that you all can keep enjoying your tournaments. Screaming in the middle of the lobby. Wow. How refined. Together another strategy meeting. Oh, goody. Another time of you saying you three will each go to one of them, and then you'll have me go to all three of them. That real quick on my way back. Go ahead. Is he gonna disappear and we're gonna have to go save him or something? Dude, I knew it was gonna happen when I started ignoring them, but yeah, those exclamation marks are starting to pile up. Vane told us what happened. Too bad the call came in the middle of the party. I guess Rogue Mega Evolution can strike any time. Protecting the city requires sacrifices. At least after seeing Rune at work, that's my conclusion. Anyway, how was the party? I guess the other half really does live differently. I'm back. Is Rune here yet? Clearly. Why didn't you just come back with her? What'd you do? Get sidetracked and wander off? I swung by Prism Tower on my way here, yeah. There was something I wanted to check out. Fine, whatever. Come on, we got a strategy meeting to start. Just get to it. Jeez. Your strategy meeting is gonna be the same crap it always is. Someone will say a bunch of stupid mess, y'all get sidetracked for a bit, then you'll say, oh, well, there's 3 of these that need to be done, so we'll each take one and then we'll send you to do the rest of them. Frostlass, huh? That's interesting. Altaria, that's standard. Venusaur, also standard. Pop up all over the place, yada yada. Once opponents grow more formidable, one need only train to match them. Really, when the hell did you get here? Not a bad suggestion. I don't think we can afford to slow down and focus only on training. Seriously? Have neither of you two morons noticed the random person right next to me? That's plenty strong. There aren't that many trainers in all of Luminos who are stronger. To reach such a high rank is remarkable indeed. Have you considered entering a tournament? That seems like a fine way to train up your team. That's true, but our first goal should be to learn anything that can help us plan, like the types of these Pokemon that might go rogue. Seriously, this is getting pathetic at this point. Y'all are just morons. She's flat out able to stare at her and still not. What the crap? Anything else we need to consider before we move on to assignments? How are they faring, I wonder? Who cares? We turned them down pretty hard. After all, tackling the Rogue Mega Evolution problem is Team MZ's top priority. And what exactly is this Rogue Mega Evolution problem, might I ask? Come on. Does anyone actually think we need to go over it? Something's off. Seriously? Don't make my character be as stupid as they are. What are you doing here, Jacinthe? I'm not trying. I am here to personally escort you back to the venue. I'm sorry, who is this lady exactly? Apparently a spoiled brat that doesn't know how to take no for an answer. This is what the city's elite like to wear. Fabric of your outfit is certainly gorgeous, but what really stands out is the craftsmanship. A keen observation, my dear friend. It seems you have quite the eye for fashion. Hey, quit cozying up. She's not with Team NT. What does that matter? We're all friends, surely. We surely are not. In any case, when might I expect you to join us for the tournament? I'm not trying. Just consider us disqualified. We've got Pokemon to save. I'm afraid that is not possible. You see, the tournament I planned was perfect in every way. Anything less would be unacceptable, and the two of you are indispensable in making my perfect dream into a perfect reality. Is it perfect if all your guests are standing around waiting for you? I'll let that in the capable hands of my dear right-hand woman. As we speak, the guests are enjoying a lavish banquet of exquisite dishes and spectacular performances by renowned artists. Good for them. Now let's get back to the stuff that actually matters. Lita? First, we need to help the process, yeah. Aerodactyl could technically do it, but not a great choice. Depending on the level of it... A Mega Aggron would be incredible for this fight. Also, I'm pretty sure every single ghost type that has come up, she has sent him to deal with, knowing he's terrified of ghosts. I think she's getting revenge on him for something. That would probably be leave it to Gardevoir one. They're both fairies, but fairy doesn't resist itself, and it would make immune to dragon, and also good against dragon. Venusaur. It has the exact same typing as Victory Bell, which I use Aerodactyl for. So technically, I could probably have Aerodactyl do it again. But I consider Venusaur a much bigger threat than Victory Bell. Take kindly to those who make light of my tournaments. I really don't care, lady. Seems eccentric. Like a total spoiled brat that needs a good freaking disciplining from her parents. Alright. Oh yeah, I guess Absol could take on Frostlass. I didn't think about Absol. I was thinking about the steel and rock typing doubling. Like, oh, I can just go Absol for that. I'll have to get rid of Slash for Shadow Claw again, but yeah, that'll work beautifully. I would love to be able to use Gardevoir for both of the other two, but Venusaur's poison would be an issue for Gardevoir. And you are 20 levels too low. And I just used all my good candies, basically. Well, I still have 25 of these. Let's see what I can get you to. Not good. Yep, not good. Okay, we'll let that level finish up, and then we'll use the 6 rare candies, and maybe a level 51 Aerodactyl will be enough. I'm gonna have to enter into the park itself to get to Frostlass. Yeah, that bump is still on my heel. May have to pop it again. It's probably going to be up on the roof. I'll probably have to go in there to get to it. Yeah, I see no other option. Oh, I'm also done collecting the colorful screws. There's still more to be collected, but I don't care to get them all. Like, I have, like, apparently, you can collect the colorful screws to buy those plushies that had the boosts on them. I got all of those. Okay, it's not inside, it's up on the roof. And the roof is blocked from this side. Okay, I gotta get back out. No, I got all the boosts that I can get. Apparently there's like another 20 colorful screws outside of that, that if you get all of those, you can get a giant plushie that has no effect added whatsoever, and I think they put in your character's room or something like that. Gosh. Nah, I'm good. Like, if I see it, if I come across it, I'll go ahead and grab it. But I'm not going to look for them. I'm not going out of my way for that. I don't care. How do I get up there again? Oh boy. I am running all over this area just trying to figure out how to get up. I do not remember how to get on this building. Maybe I can make that work. Nope. From there, I can't. Let's see here. Okay, there's something over there I can make use of. Not here. I caught an EV on this spot once before, so once I was already up here, I was trying to see if maybe... I don't know how I got stuck there. Oh, there was an invisible barrier. There's gonna be some like super easy way to get up there, and I'm just not gonna see it at all. Like, I'm just gonna end up getting up there through some really complicated route that was completely unnecessary. Alright, finally. That took a moment. Alright. This is a Pokemon that I actually like. This is a good ghost ice type. It's done very well in some of my playthroughs. So you had better not make its mega suck. I also know it's a glass cannon, so Absol's strength should hopefully be able to tear this thing apart. Ooh. Only Talonflame had a Mega, but so far it doesn't look like they will. Okay, really hit at the Oni type style there. It's actually not that bad looking. Oh, I forgot to get Shadow Claw. That's fine. Who knows what she's up to, so back off. Get in there. Yeah, Absol's just wrecking shop here. It's over. Oh, she throws Absol. I can't do anything. Like, I'm trying. The game's not letting me. It actually closed, like, it locked my menu. It would not let me do anything. Okay, save for me screwing that up. Absol did incredible. Stone Edge. Nice. Unfortunately, not useful for the fight that I want you for. Oh my gosh, this chick is gonna get annoying. Well, Pokemon Mega Evolving all on their own without a trainer or a warning? This certainly poses a serious threat to our city, one that must not be overlooked. I wanted to check in and see if you were ready to join my tournament. You see, I completely understand the importance of protecting the city and its residents. My tournament is of equal, if not greater, importance. That's a stretch. Look, we've got enough on our plate right now. Your plate, is it? Your plate is very full. Very full. Yes. Yeah. Very well, but please do consider that I have a plate of my own. Yeah, and you're not my problem. That will not last forever. Good for you. I don't care. Once you have dealt with your little rogue Mega Evolution errand, please join us at the hotel. Until then, I shall use my special methods to keep an eye on you. Adieu. I'm not sure who's scarier to face, these rogue Mega Evolved Pokemon or just seem. Anyway, you and your Pokemon did great with Mega Frostlass. All hail and yada yada. What to do with, but got me in your corner. That doesn't really help. You're not really worth much. Not to mention, you had a Mega Pokemon that whole time. You did not send him out that I saw. It's either that or it went down so hard that I never saw it in there. Did anyone see what level the Mega Frostlass was? Because I did not even look. Where's the next one? Over there. Which way am I going? Oh, there we go. A way up. Out of my way, you literal trash bag. You literal pile of garbage. Alright. Which way was... There's one. Maybe? No. There we go. My brother did ask me, like, whether he should buy this game or not. Honestly, if he wants to play it, he can take my copy with him whenever he comes to visit. I'm not gonna care if it's missing for a while. Drat. Try to cut a single corner and I end up all the way down here again. Oh, another fun game. I could play one of the Sonic games. I'll probably wait till I have the upscaler and do play on the GameCube, because the Xbox version of some of those games, glitchy as crap. Like, gosh dang, those things. Stages that I had beaten many times, had never had a problem, and all of a sudden I'm clipping through things and falling through the floor, yada yada. It's like, why the heck did you make it so glitchy? Like, you had the ability to fix it, why didn't you? That looks to be a ladder over there. Okay. We already tried that particular attempt at getting up. I wasn't wanting to try it again. And I nearly ran off the edge. Alright, let's do this. No, you're not. Not really. Evolve your freaking star, you. Make it into a Starmie and actually be strong. Or at the very least, give it an Eviolite and let it have some defenses. Walking out. Good job, Gardevoir. Gosh dang, that's fast. Heading up there won't help you. As soon as this twist, I never look at the side of the screen, so I never really see the difference. You can't run from me forever. Yeah, to think something so fluffy and adorable could be capable of such wild rage. Chick, you're a bit of a stalker, aren't you? Tell me, Rune, does your rapid rise in the ZA Royale ranks have anything to do with your efforts to quell these cases of rogue mega evolution? Sure, whatever. In a way. Was gained for the noble cause of protecting the city, yada yada. That settles it. I am convinced that my tournament will not be complete without you and your gallant strength, Rune. I urge you to come and join in the festivities as soon as you are able. Otherwise, well, I could always buy out Hotel Z to encourage your participation. Adieu. The Z in Team Z comes from Hotel Z. If she buys the hotel and renames it, we'll have to come up with a whole new team name. Maybe that's getting ahead of myself a little. Here, blah blah blah. Thought has occurred to me on this matter. There are the plus moves I could use. Plus moves, like, to my understanding, Mega Evolutions are just constantly using plus moves, like all their attacks are plus moves. So, I could just... I'm definitely better off with that. For this particular battle, you will sit out. I'm going to put you two in. Worst comes to worst, I'll have two that go at it this time. Actually, technically three. Three go at it this time. But I need to check y'all's moves, see how that's going. That wouldn't really help. If I use plus moves with Talonflame or Noivern, then that should do pretty good damage also, as compared to just depending on Mega Aerodactyl to get it done. I am very much aware. You don't need to tell me what Venusaur's typing is. I have known for a very long time. I am curious as to why I can just flat out buy the Blastoise and Charizard Megastones, but it's forcing me to actually earn the Venusaur one. What was with that? Okay, I'm gonna switch it up and see if this does any better. Are you really just barely not there? Gosh dang. Yeah, it's definitely faster this way because we can just spam off attacks. You want to see Venusaur as a dinosaur, but with it hopping around like that, it does not help. Like, it really is not helping it not look like a frog. That actually worked out really well because it got Aerodactyl off the field as Venusaur was attacking, and yeah, it came back just in time to hit Venusaur. Yeah, this is going pretty much how I expected it to, and that Venusaur would be the strongest of the ones I fought. But I also have the weakest setup against Venusaur, so... Dang it. Venusaur keeps helping itself by spawning in those thorns because they keep accidentally targeting them instead of Venusaur. Out comes the game telling me that Jacinth is going to be my next fight, which means I have no choice but to go back and deal with her mess. Great rune, no surprise there. But geez, these rogue Pokemon keep getting stronger and stronger. Absolutely marvelous, the way the two of you worked in tandem to effortlessly subdue the rogue Pokemon. Do you always have to pop up literally an inch behind me? Yes, your combined strength is exactly what I have been looking for. SBC's top-tier competition will not be complete without Urbane and Rune on the roster. I do hope the two of you come to the hotel as soon as possible. Otherwise, I will have no choice but to keep haunting you for all eternity. Adieu. Haunting us, she says? And I'm sure she means it too. Let's head back to Hotel Z for now. Okay. They usually have at least 3 megas between each rank. I don't know if there will be more after that. But the way I see it with the current time is that I may have like 3 more megas to deal with and then possibly go into the finals since the next rank is B. Yeah, I know I did. Slackers. What do you mean? It's Justine. She legit worries me. I definitely get what Laban, whatever, was trying to warn us about now. It was certainly rude of her to appear at our strategy meeting uninvited. That's so far down the list of what worries me about her. But I guess we gotta head to the hotel. The longer we blow her off, the worse it'll get. Yeah, do you all hear that? Sounds like something's going on outside. All I want is to celebrate us calming a few more rogue Mega Evolved Pokemon. Instead, we get Jacinth and now more trouble at our door. I'll go see what's up. Vane is dealing with rather a lot, isn't he? Excuse me, but this is the guy that caused us to have to deal with effectively a minor version of a mafia. Why don't we join him out there so he doesn't have to handle this stuff alone? Why is the hotel surrounded by a... Wait, is this a battle zone? I don't remember battle zones being purple. To the Jacinth zone. Oh goody, here's her BS again. While similar to the wild zones and battle zones, you know, this one is for my own personal use. Please feel free to admire how the color of my holotech avatar expertly matches the zone. Us you, Jacinth. No matter how long I wait, no matter how many times I ask politely, the two of you still refuse to do what is right. Participate in my wonderful tournament. You really think way too much of yourself. Thus, to ensure my invitation is accepted no matter the cost, I have taken matters into my own hands. Forgive me for resorting to such drastic measures and for not being there in person to greet you. I couldn't care less that you're here in hologram form. Just take down your weird zone already. Our hotel's not going to get any guess of this. Actually, what you're doing is akin to abduction or something like that. So, actually, they should just press charges. Isn't Corbeau from the Rust Syndicate the only guest we've had recently? Pretty much, yeah. Whose side are you two on? This is not a weird zone. It is a Jacinthe zone, and naturally I will deactivate it in due time. But in order for that to happen, you must fight, for that is what I wish, and I will brook no refusal. Why do you have to take things this far? Watching her battles firsthand revealed to me the true extent of Rune's talent. And now I want nothing more than to see that glorious talent shine in my tournament. Surely that is not too much to ask. Well then, my dearest Naban, I shall leave the rest to you. Adieu. The chick's a freaking psychopath. I trust you understand my earlier warnings now, about the consequences that await those who dare to slight Lady Jacinthe. Personally, I fail to see the point of these next battles, but our leader commands it. Now then, Rune, please meet your opponent. I will show you the marvelous battle style we train to achieve at the Society of Battle Connoisseurs. These people are getting more ridiculous by the seconds. Like, the higher up we get in the ranks, the worse the characters get. Like, they're just... Forget any form of common sense. They're just complete psychopaths at this point. Dude, that was one shot. What happened? What level is this thing? Are they really hiding behind the hedge over there? Yeah, it defeated me, but you still won't escape this Jacinthe, son. I expected nothing less from you. Would you like your Pokemon healed? Sure, whatever. But, seriously. What is it, like unlawful detainment or something like that? Either way, this chick needs to go down. Now then, Rune, please meet your next opponent. Allow me to display the dazzling battle skills I've honed at the SBC. Get that crap out of here. Whatever, just do it. If you're gonna keep asking, just go ahead and do it. Both of you may return to the venue. I will join you shortly. Looks like I finally get to cut loose in a real battle for once. Bring it on. Did you drop your personality? Shut up, punk. I'll deal with you next. Get ready for a taste of who I used to be before Jacinthe came along. Oh, that's unfortunate for you. She's still holding that pose. And she's basically growling every time I do. Unless she doesn't hate me. She's basically just growling. Like, okay. You're a bit of a freak, aren't you? Poison types and dragon types and yada yada. A Mega Dragouge. Huh? Gouge. Looks a little weird. Nope. That was one heated battle. Don't get smug though, kid. Next time I'm coming out on top. Not over yet. I'll keep fighting until you give up and join the tournament. Hold on a sec, I just need to heal up my team. You, hold on a sec. We were already planning on joining the tournament. You serious? Eesh, maybe start with that next time. You're the ones who trapped us in this weird zone and wouldn't listen to a thing we said. It's a Justine zone. Yeah, I don't care. Oh well, I had a fun battle for the first time in a while and Justine's getting what she wanted, so I guess I've got no complaints. Well, almost no complaints. To tell the truth, I wish I got to fight like this more. I used to be a fighter back in the day, the kind that only seeks out the strongest opponents. Yeah, I like settling fights with my Pokemon and my fists. Don't like it? Don't mess with me. Anyway, 2 years ago, I got totally annihilated in battle by Jacinthe, and I'm still paying for it. Now I've got to talk fancy and wear this crazy getup all because I promised her I would. So I'll warn you again, watch out for Jacinthe. If you lose to her, you might end up like me. And guess who it is? Talk about perfect timing. Yeah, that happens a lot, actually. Like, pretty much every single time ever. You really can't escape Jacinthe that she's your opponent in your next promotion match. Hold up, I'll get rid of the Jacinthe zone. You must hate yourself right now. Don't forget, you're gonna need a challenger's ticket. Yeah, I already have one. Waiting back at hotel. Yep, that's nice. Yeah, just think the van might be more like than I would have first thought. Yeah. Great. Oh boy. Seriously, what's going on with these last few people that they've basically been total psychopaths? Let's just get this over with. Yep. Absolutely nothing. Just blank. Kindly follow me to the venue. Lady Jacinta is waiting for you. And why did that not happen the first time we got here? Chuck, you're still here. Finally, we've been waiting here forever for you, Rune. What do you mean? After you left, we figured the tourney was off, but when we tried to leave, we got trapped in this weird Jacinta zone thing. Dear friends and honored guests, I thank you for your patience. So yeah, she basically kidnapped a lot of people. She detained a lot of people illegally. Call the freaking police! I'm delighted to announce that my tournament, organized by me and in my honor, has recovered its missing pieces. Have a look at the tournament bracket. As you can see, I am the Ultra Deluxe top seed, a fitting position for your humble hostess, no? Oh, they're having me fight Chuck. Considering one of them's a fighting type and the other used, I think, some dark types, but I know there was a dragon. Did Strappa become a dark type also? I don't know on that. It looks like it could. It's very possible that Ivor is going to win that fight. She really planned this whole thing to cater to herself as much as possible, huh? For round one, we have Chuck facing against Rune. Ones who are ready, please speak to Levan on the court. I think I'm just going to keep changing her name every time I speak, since I don't even know how to say it right to begin with. Oh, this is Jacine's tournament, so I guess we got to do this even if it seems absurd. Wonder. Nope. Not there. It's there. Where's my phone at? I wonder if anyone's tried to text me this whole time. They text me all the time. For once, it's clear. Alright, I have a question I need answered. Okay, that's what I need to know. And how do I want to set this up? I can do that. But wait, no. Alright. We're gonna do Earthquake. We're gonna do Power Up Punch. And I'm changing the item. Oops. I could have just hit swap. Dang it. And I will give... Where is it? Assault Vest. Not going to get much play on this one, so I'll bring you out. I am absolutely not using your Mega. I think we have Soft Sand in here. Alright, that's good. I am not going to be using for Alligator's Mega. Let's get rid of that. Dang it. What should I give for Alligator? No. Let's give you Mystic Water and just prioritize you as the water attacker. But there is something else here. I can take Absolite off, because outside of the Mega battles, I don't use Mega Evolutions. So I can give Muscle Band to Absol. Just go ahead and get a standard strength increase on Absol, period. And since I don't have Ampharos in, I can give that to Gardevoir. Cool. That'll be a decent setup, I think. Alright, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. Right. I guess I would say I'm ready. Alright, Chuck. Let's do this. Let the battle between Chuck and Rune begin. I'm just here to show all my adoring... Let's call them chuckleheads. How cool and strong I am. This time, I know I'm gonna win. You already lost twice. What makes you think this will be different? Jeez, please get out the stealth rocks. There's the Electros. I can find it that easy, Chuck. Ew, there's liquidation now. Apparently you will find it that easy. Bye. That's what I planned for. Power up punch, give me a attack boost, and then earthquake it. You thrashed my whole team, even the Electros, again. Yeah, well, Lucario decimated your Electros. And she's cussing again. I lost. Again. Me. But I'm Chuck. Thank you both for that spectacular battle, Chuck and Rune. I am all excited. I am all excitement and anticipation to see how the rest of the battles play out. Yep, I was right. He won. I did not honestly think Urbane would win his match, so I'm not surprised about that. Dear friends and honored guests, we have made it to the end of round 1. The trainers who qualified for the next round are Rune, Ivor, Corbeau, and Gwen. For round 2, we have Ivor facing off against Rune. Once you are ready, please speak to the Bane. Oh, they healed him. Cool. I don't really have use for you to stay in this time. We'll go with you. It gives 3 that could potentially be a problem to him. What do I have? Do I have anything? Oh, I already put it on. Sharp Beaks on. Sweet. Yep. Come on, Ivor. It's basically just making me do a gauntlet of the last freaking 3 people I defeated before I eventually get to fight her. That's all it is. Chuck, Ivor, Corbeau, and then it'll be her. I guarantee you Corbeau is winning that match. Quick word, please, Rune. I feel you should know that Le Bene here was the reason I started my strict training regimen. She beat me in a fight when we were children, and after that on second thought, never mind all that. I should focus on our match. Let's have a fair fight. Yes? Only that psychic got off faster than that. That would have been very nice. When you are doing absolutely nothing, I already know you're freaking gearing up to do that crap. I'm clicking the button many times over. You want to actually do it at some point? Phalanx, which is his mega. Creates Phalanx Man. I hadn't healed beforehand, that Iron Head would have immediately taken me out. Defeat? How incredibly unjust. Your power was too great for my justice to crush. Now that I am stronger, I thought I could defeat Lemonade and thus heal from my past trauma. But it seems I still have more training to do. On the plus side, though, that means I have room to grow. I have high hopes for my future self. I wish you all the best in your upcoming battles, Rune. Another outstanding battle. Thank you for that performance, Rune and Ivor. I do hope the remaining battle for this round will be equally enjoyable to watch. Dear friends and honored guests, we have arrived at the end of round 2, and called it. The winning trainers this round were Corbeau and Rune, which naturally means they will be our competitors in round 3. Once you are ready, please speak to, let's see, Levany this time on the court. Might not be a bad idea to just run Lucario on this. Let's just run Lucario on this, because that might work. Next opponent will be Corbeau. Shall we begin the battle? Yep. Without further ado, let the battle between Corbeau and Rune begin. So I'm up against you. This is quite the venue. It's the perfect place to repay you for the defeat you handed me the other day. I think I'd enjoy that. Boss, just remember you're training with me. You'll be fine. That idiot. I need to teach him to keep his mouth shut. But well, me and my crew got stronger. Scolipede and the rest are ready to go. Now then, let's have some fun. I don't really remember his team, to be honest. Okay. I was thinking it was Poison Types, but I couldn't remember. Oh no, that's definitely not a Poison type. I completely forgot he had a Gyarados. Who to put? Wouldn't really do much. Absolutely not. Like, lock on. Thank you. Thank you. And still I actually managed to get it in before he changed it this time. I've been trying to outmatch them on that every single time so far. It finally worked. Okay, I'm getting tired of that. A stupid protect. And I'm poisoned, so F it. Stupid freaking protect. It gets so annoying. Alas, still not good enough, eh? Not even after I wrote to Philip and to helping me train up, embarrassed as I am to admit it. Still, battles with you are a good time. Swing by our office again if you want to have some fun. I fought every moment of your battle from my VIP courtside seat. Thank you for your truly spectacular performance, Rune and Corbeau. The trainer who has fought all the way to the top. My personal favorite, Rune. In your next battle, you will be facing off against none other than your gracious host, me. Honestly, from her getup, I almost expect this to either be a fairy or psychic type battle. The time has come for you and I to battle, my dear Rune. Time and again, I was delayed in bringing that to fruition. In the end, I had to resort to wielding my influence as a social elite to make it happen. Now here we are, about to begin the final round. May it live up to, nay, exceed the wildest expectations of our lovely guests with spectac. Oh, sup? What's with that Pokemon? How did he even get in here? More trouble? I don't know what's going on, but I can't afford to let anything else go wrong. Hey, Lysandra. Here's Zygarde's wish. Is that man a fan of runes, perhaps? It can't be. He's alive? The leader of Team Flare who vanished after his failed attempt to create the world he dreamed of? Lysandra? Wait, the guy who used that ultimate weapon 5 years ago? Dang, that's a shocking turn of events. I don't care. I want to go home. What? No way. That's Lysandra? That's Lysandra over there, isn't it? Can it, Philippe? Don't make a scene in front of Lysandra. You're embarrassing me. Zygarde showed itself in order to face you in battle, Rune. Its wish is that you two face each other in earnest and forge a strong bond in doing so. The type of bond that I mean is a connection that can never be severed. Without such a mighty bond, you cannot hope to save Lumiose from crisis. I don't know whether to throw this guy out or get ready to hold Lady Jacinthe back. How marvelous. I admire the fierce determination that drove you to interrupt our battle to demand your own, my dear. Although I myself desire nothing more than to battle against Rune. So believe me when I say I can sympathize with this dear Pokemon 1000%. And that entrance, what could be more splendid than a surprise appearance by a special guest? You are Lysandra, yes? Naturally, I recognize your visage. You were quite the celebrity in Kalos, after all. I will ask the hotel staff to come by with more hors d'oeuvres. It doesn't matter who I was, I remember none of it. I am here only to say that I wish for Zygarde and Rune to battle. Yes, of course, by all means. Lemon Sherbet, will you handle this? Would you handle this? Yep. Really? Rune, your next opponent will be this mysterious Pokemon Zygarde. Do not have it currently learned. Okay, that's what I need to know. Fine, let's do it. Really shoehorned another thing in. Like, they do this way too much. Like, there's no rhyme or reason. They just, in the middle of everything, let's just throw this random thing out of nowhere because we can. Who wrote this? A 5-year-old? Oh, is it gonna go snake form now? Zygarde's body is comprised of entities known as Zygarde cells. The more Zygarde cells they gather, the stronger Zygarde's abilities, or so I have heard. Yep, snake form. That is Zygarde's 50% form. Somehow doing more damage to me than I'm to it. Interesting. If it weren't for the speed that my attacks are coming, this would be a problem. Seriously, can we get some quality writing, please? Because the amount of times something has just randomly come running in to interrupt whatever I'm doing at the moment, and the amount of times that, oh, let's mention this exact thing for it to happen 3 seconds later, it's getting really old. Like, this is very poor writing. As best I could tell, Zygarde seems pleased. Now you have seen Zygarde in its 50% form, but not yet in its ultimate one, Zygarde Complete. I will collect the remaining Zygarde cells as Zygarde has commanded me. You must focus on becoming a Pokemon trainer mighty enough to fight at Zygarde's side. Denizens of Lumios, please listen. The time has come for each of you to consider what it means that Zygarde came here today. I pray that all of you find the right answer. Hello, my dear Rune. To emerge victorious from a battle against a surprise challenger, you truly are exceptional. And now it is time for the undeniably incredible Rune and the exceedingly incredible host of this terrific tournament to begin the final round. But this is not merely the final battle, it is also our promotion match. I hope that all of you gathered here are ready to witness the riveting resolution of today's event. That is not the button I meant to hit. That's the button I meant to hit. And there. At long last, we get to battle one another. Yeah, great. Let's get this over with. What a tournament it has been, so eventful, one might think it had been going on for years. Now here we are, after so many twists and turns, at the conclusion of this momentous event. How glad I am to have entered the ZA Royale. It has allowed me to cross paths with some of the greatest trainers in Lumios, including yourself. Yeah, whatever. Once I reach rank A, I will make it my mission to bring happiness to the people of Lumios. To do so, I will make each and every one of them into the strongest trainer they can be, for that is my duty as an influential socialite. Let us begin our promotion match and the conclusion of that. May it be a battle worthy of the occasion. Fairy. Rock. So she's a rock type trainer then. Yep, that's bad for me. Oh wow, okay, never mind, that's a fairy. Okay, you held nothing that makes sense to me. God of War. Also fairy. And psychic. I forgot I did not have flash cannon anymore on that. That's about to hurt. Bad. Fine. Just do that. A fable. Vega Clefable? Really? It is our responsibility as elites to guide the masses, Clefable. It seems she focused mostly on fairy types. That one Aurora's really threw me off. Okay, it's apparently a flying type now also. Does every freaking enemy in the late game no protect? Gosh dang. Magnifique. What a fine display by both you and your Pokemon. Alright, one more. A most heartfelt congratulations on your victory, as well as your promotion. Have a look at our audience. Everyone looks so very pleased. I dare say we managed to convey to them the joy that comes when trainers and Pokemon with a deep bond battle side by side. Please continue your efforts to protect the city of Lumiose. Naturally, I will help however I can. As a token of my gratitude, please accept. Yeah, yada. Play rough. Yeah, it's a good one. And finally, let us end this sensational soiree with a special fist bump. What is with them at fist bump in this game? Now then, let us give another heartfelt round of applause to Britain. Do you eat anything different ever? Also, he has one in front of him. Well, Rune, I can't believe you won Jacine's tournament and your promotion match. So you're rank B now. I'm still rank C, but I'll catch up to you in my promotion match tomorrow. So then it's going to make me fight him for A, most likely. And how better to celebrate than with my signature croissant curry. Let's see. Dude, is there a night where we don't have this? I thought we might all get to eat at that ritzy party, but oh well, maybe next time. Having the same meal as always doesn't feel very celebratory, but I suppose I could have a bite. Finally coming around to appreciating the delights of croissant curry, Naveen? No, but it'd be rude of me to refrain from eating when we're celebrating. Its delights are, and will remain, lost on me. Anyway, heck of a tournament, wasn't it? I can't believe even Zygarde showed up. Who's Zygarde? It's a legendary Pokemon and a total enigma. Emma's been on its tail. For some reason, it seems to have taken a shine to Rune. Oh, so that's the Pokemon we saw after we calmed down that Mega Barbaracle. So it's kind of strange, but it really likes you for some reason. Sounds like Justine. And okay, it was no or no that time. We should probably ask Az about Zygarde. He might know more. I know a lot of people say it's AZ. I know, I really do, but I don't like saying AZ. He is Az for me. That's just all there is to it. Actually, has anyone seen Floette? She usually hangs out when we're celebrating. I saw her head up to the roof with Az earlier. Oh, okay. Well, let's dig in while dinner's still hot, flaky, and saucy. Ange, you were meant to be a guardian of the city, towering over her and watching her always. A 3,000-year-old desire once foolishly held, a 3,000-year-old mistake so very foolishly made. It even cost me you, my beloved Floette. Now these bright young lives must pay my remaining debts, or Lumiosa's future will be lost. Lamios trembles. What do you mean, Az? Prism Tower. The unease spilling from it can now be felt even at this distance. Then we gotta do something about it. Not yet. The only one who can control the tower is Mega Floette. We will need the strongest Mega Evolution user if we're to put this situation to rights. Wait, Mega Floette? Wow. Guess I've gotta make it to the top rank of the ZA Royale and prove I'm the strongest then. Yes, if you can prove that you are the strongest of all, then Floette may respond to your strength. I know, Floette, I know. You said last night you're still rank C, right, Urbane? That's right. Then the strongest Mega Evolution user is all but guaranteed to be Rune. Hey, have a little faith. I'm not the leader of Team NZ for nothing. Just watch, I'll catch up to, no, blow right past Rune in the rankings. And I won't stop there. I'll fix this whole mess. I'll help so many people in Pokemon at once. That's the spirit. It wouldn't be fair to just leave everything up to Rune. I'll be pulling for you too, Urbane. Good luck climbing the ranks. Oh, hang on. I got a message from Vinny. He says I should come meet him at Quasarco. Wonder what's up. He asked for you to come too, Rune. Alright. I'm getting thirsty. My water is empty. I'm gonna go refill it real quick. So many exclamations everywhere. Honestly, I've lost interest in them. There are just too many. Both here, good. I'm sorry for the urgent summons. What's going on? What do you need both me and Rune for? I'm afraid I do not have any answers. I was merely tasked with reaching out to you. President Jet is waiting inside. She will be the one to explain. I brought Team NZ's leader Urbane and his teammate Rune as well. Thank you both for sparing me some of your time. Urbane, Rune, the two of you helped me out of a difficult situation the other day along with that gentleman. Hold on, someone texted me. What's going on here? Okay. From the Rest Syndicate, I'm sorry I failed to properly express my appreciation sooner. So, it wasn't true, right? What that trainer was saying? You mean his claim that the Pokemon flocking to Lumiose are part of some plot by our company? Of course that's incorrect. Truly, the extent of our involvement in this entire affair is the use of our holotech barriers. These barriers encircle the wild zones and keep wild Pokemon from damaging their surroundings. Specifically, though, they are intended to prevent wild Pokemon that have undergone Rogue Mega Evolution from causing widespread damage. Makes sense. After the incident 5 years ago, Lumiose City was hemorrhaging people and property values were in free fall. This is why the urban redevelopment plan was established, but it was a risky venture. The mayor could not find businesses willing to take on the project, and so it fell to my company, Quasartico Inc. The initial plan was to create a city that belonged to both people and Pokemon, a place where wild Pokemon could live alongside humans. There were concerns from some uneasy with the idea, even those with no ties to this city. Still, it was a noble undertaking worth pursuing. But when we began investigating Prism Tower to plan for repairs and improvements, we became aware of something we had not anticipated. The tower was emitting a peculiar energy. That is when we also began detecting that strange power, which we call Mega Power, in all corners of Lumiose City. At the same time, wild Pokemon were flocking to the city in droves as if drawn to this power, and now we have Rogue Mega Evolution. If this dire phenomenon becomes commonplace, the people will abandon Lumiose once more. It's alright. Team NZ will help get all this under control. Thank you for that, young man. Beg pardon, ma'am. It seems I'm being called for... If you would excuse me for just a moment. I don't know what he was being called for. Did he just say I'm being called for? If you would... I don't know. I'm looking at my phone at the same time because I got a text from someone asking me a question. It is thanks to Vinny that I came to know of as... which also led me to your group, Team MZ, and to me asking so much of you children now. As if we wouldn't want to help save the people and Pokemon of Lumiose. We're glad to help, right, Rune? Yes or yes? Thank you both. I wish to make this a city where people and Pokemon truly can live together. Help me make that dream a reality. We're on it. Which probably means we better get down to work. Thanks for having us. One last question before you go, Urbane. If you don't mind me asking, that jacket of yours, where did you obtain it? This? It used to be my mom's, something to remember her by. I see. Forgive me, I just thought it looked familiar somehow. If you remember where you might have seen it, let me know, ma'am. I came here to Lumiose searching for someone. You might just have the clue I need to find them. Now we should get going. Please, one more moment of your time. I've just been briefed about the latest readings. We're detecting concentrations of Mega Power. I will email you all the details as usual. Leave it to us. This is what Team NZ is here for. We're gonna make Lumiose a city that people and Pokemon can share, like you were saying, you know. Come, Rune. We're headed back to the hotel. Strategy meeting time. Okay. It's been a bit since I've done the Royale stuff on recording. It's actually gotten to the point that there are some trainers that are starting to use Megas in it. So, why'd Vinny call you over to Quasartico? I guess the president just wanted us to know they've got our backs and appreciate our work. She says she's counting on our help to take care of the Rogue Mega Evolution problem. Speaking of which, Did you both get word from Vinny about new Rogue Mega evolution reports? That we did, which I suppose means it's time for another. What do you mean that you did? Are you saying he's literally contacting all three of y'all, but not sending a word to me? The one that's doing all the heavy lifting, all the hard work. Dragonite, cool. Tyranitar, we already knew it. And Starmie, which they already hinted at was a thing, so... Well, not hinted, they told us it was a thing. Yeah, so they're going to be extremely tough customers when that goes in. Yeah. They're yapping a lot as usual, so I'm just kind of going through, like, we already know what we're doing. Dragonite, Starmie, and Tyranitar. Tyranitar is going down to a fighting type, of which we already have. If Dragonite doesn't change its typing, then I can probably just rely on Gardevoir for that. Starmie doesn't change, then I've got two that can do that. I guess technically I have two that could do Tyranitar, but it's easiest to let the fighting type handle it. Okay, gotta switch this stuff out. Yeah, I went through and bought most of the ones that I could. Oops. Let's see. Where on the list? There. And I need to do two more if I'm gonna go full ready on this. Okay. That should be far more than plenty for taking these on. Let's go see what Mega Starmie looks like. Spinnerack out of my way. What's with all the Beldum? Yeesh, what a mess. A bunch of Beldums swarmed around that Holovator there. I just got it up and running, but now no one can even use it. I chase them up, but I don't know if I can handle all four at once. Man, what to do? No, don't stop me from handling it then. Get out of my way. I don't think I changed Lucario back to having... Nope, I didn't. Okay. All of them at once. Well, you got rid of the Beldum. Thanks. Now folks can finally... Wait, they're back. Yeesh, why does this keep happening to me? Hey there, Imant. How are you getting on? Oh, sorry, sir. You see these little guys just... Well, now look at all those Beldum. Lucky you. See, Beldum are made of magnets. They love the electromagnetic waves that holovators emit. It means you got the holovator up and running just fine. Guess I'll head back to my post then. Does that mean these Beldum are here because they took a shine to the holovator I repaired? You know, I bet having these Beldum around would make it a cinch to tell when a holovator's broken. Alright, new plan. I'm gonna catch these rascals and make them my partners. Hockey helmet. Nice. Oh, what's this guy doing here? Hold on, you lot. You don't want to mess with the Pokemon up ahead. It's shrouded in Mega Power or whatever, and it's ready to blow, so no one's getting by me. Feels like I've seen you two before, though. It's Rune, ain't it? And the other one. Well, trainers as strong as you two ought to be able... Alright, come on then, follow me. For goodness sake. Which imbecile let two civilians waltz in here when I specifically said to block off the area? Mr. Philippe, hi, what are you doing here? We received word of a Pokemon behaving erratically. We cannot allow any Lumiose resident to be harmed, so we came to evaluate the situation. I thought that if need be, I could take care of the situation personally. Your intel was spot on. The erratic Pokemon you were warned about is at risk of undergoing rogue Mega Evolution, and we're here to calm it down. I see, so you're trying to keep Lumiose safe just like us. Problem is, I'm here on direct orders from the boss. He would hardly be pleased if I simply stepped aside for you, I'm sure you understand. Then what are we supposed to do? It's simple. If Rune defeats my team, then I will be unable to take on other opponents. Yeah, that was obvious from the start. As soon as I saw him, it was like, well, gotta battle him now. Steelix. Aggro. Scissor. That one I'm going to switch on. I hate that stupid Pokeball. Look. In meta, great move. Very good move. In freaking campaigns, it's annoying as crap when the NPCs have it and they just spam the living heck out of it. Uh-huh. I hate when they just let NPCs spam that stupid move. Like, great move for meta. Great move if you actually have a tactic set up where you're doing toxic or something else and you're biding time. But to just give it to the NPCs to spam and just be annoying with it, gosh dang, I hate that. I see you've been honing your skills. Time for us to withdraw, you lot. We can lead things to Team MZ. I can understand why the boss holds you in such high regard. When I first met the boss, I thought nobody could possibly surpass him. Yet now I find that the world may be bigger than I ever imagined. That's kind of funny coming from you, Philippe. You're older than Corbeau and the rest of us. Age matters little when it comes to greatness. In my childhood years, I was already formidable in physical strength and in my talent for battles. As such, I was able to keep the local ruffians under control and under my command. But I was still nothing but a young fool. I was strong, yes, but that didn't put food on the table. It was only thanks to Lyssandra's support that I managed to survive those days. That wasn't the case for Mr. Corbeau. He negotiated with Lysandra, convincing the man to give him seed money for his ventures. Mr. Corbeau started up all sorts of businesses, security services, Pokemon couriers, even some things that perhaps weren't entirely above board. He was quite the little upstart, so me and my gang thought he needed to be taught a lesson. Yet young Mr. Corbeau and his partner Venipede gave us the slip at every turn, always one step ahead, until we were forced to admit defeat. He outdid us completely, and in an area entirely unrelated to Pokemon battles. Ever since then, he has been the only person I call my boss. Maybe I shouldn't have told you all that. In exchange for your silence, please take this. This is a water stone, right? Use it on that partner of yours. It will surely help you protect Lumios. Now please make sure to handle things here. If the city goes down, the Rust Syndicate will have no clients left to work with after all. If I use the stone Philippe gave me, it'll be Starmie versus Starmie. Think I should do it? Alright, yeah, okay. I'll evolve my partner, then we've got to go calm that rogue Mega Starmie. I don't know why he had to tell me his whole freaking life story. You could have just said, alright, you won. Bye. Nope, gotta tell me the whole freaking life story first. Who designed this? No doors to get in, no way. You literally have to take a ladder from the roof. This is poor planning at best. I'll actually remember this time. And we'll just be completely set up to take down this Starmie. What's this gonna look like? I don't really care. I'm pretty sure they were at full health to begin with. Alright, what's this gonna look like? What the freaking hell is that? That looks that is the dumbest thing I've seen in this entire freaking game. How dare you? This thing's a monstrosity and deserves to be destroyed. You took a Pokemon that I actually rather like, and you did that. I am not happy. It looks so stupid. Destroy that abomination. Get it out of here. This thing is not allowed to exist. That was so stupid looking. How did that one get through the higher-ups? That had to be the laziest design I've ever seen. You can stop talking now, I don't care. I'm still ticked off right now. That was dumb. That was absolutely dumb. That was freaking retarded how dumb that was. Like, that was... What the crap were they thinking with that one? That alone almost makes this... That by itself almost makes me regret buying this game. That's what you had me spend $70 on? Not 70, I spent 60 on this one. This is the Switch 1 version. I spent 60 on this one. That? Really? That was what... Oh my gosh. I hate it. Like, that was just bad. Yeah, probably should save. Make sure. When was the last time I saved? I honestly don't remember. Right, I should probably get rid of those and just go full attack here. Gosh dang, I hate everything I just saw. At least I already know what this is, and this looks fine. Though the texture they have on Tyranitar there is really weird. You can capture these rogues like when you're done with them every time. Capturing the Tyranitar flat out instead of having to take the time to evolve Cupidar would be just great. Okay, that texture bugs me. What is with that? It looks like mesh. Chase him down. Get him! How many times did we get to do that? Come on. This Tyranitar is actually pretty tough. It's taking a lot of hits. Literally can't do anything about that. Whenever they do stuff like that, it completely takes away my ability to use the menu or anything. Like, I can't tell him to do anything. I can't do anything. It's just forcing me to sit there and watch. Get off my toe. You're so obsessed with me all of a sudden. I went for a power-up punch into a close combat. So that last hit would have been pretty big on him. I think we'll go after Dragonite next, and then that'll be enough for this part. Yeah, that's nice. Bye now. Get out of here. Run along. Okay. Gotta update some movesets here. Come on. Alright, for alligators, good. You are good. Well. Let's do that. I need to get you set up again. I hate what I see right here. Right. I suppose I can potentially have you also. Instead of power gem, I need to set you up for Dragon Pulse. There we go. There it is. We're good. Alright, that should be good. Okay. Oh, people. If you ever do something stupid, if you ever do something that you're just like, why did I do that? Just remember, Mega Starmie exists. I don't see a way to get in over there. Yes, we're going around. Oh boy, I think that might be it. So how do I get up there? There we go. Out of the way. Don't have time for you. There you are. So Dragonite is a pretty troublesome Pokemon. Its Mega Evolution was only recently discovered too. We don't really know what to expect from it. I guess I feel like I need to protect the city since the person I'm searching for is here from somewhere. I know that means taking care of this. Alright, I technically have 3 Pokemon set up that can handle this, so I think I should be okay. It's a little strange, but it's much better than Starmie. sent the fighting type out against a flying type. It was very obvious that was not going to end well. Ideally, assuming this thing is still a flying dragon, that is, then ideally ice would have been the best bet here, but... Yikes. She is caught in that. No, stop that. You are not going to sit there using a freaking hurricane to tear my Pokemon apart. Return. Dude, didn't you just get done doing that? Oh my gosh. That covered the entire freaking field. Any day you want to let me into my... Thank you. Sir, I'm gonna need you to stay on the field where I can hit you. The ear wings are a little weird, but I do like the return of the Dragonair-esque tail. Yeah, sure. There must be a place, blah blah blah. It's like we dealt with all the rogue Pokemon. Yep. Alright, yep, sure. That's another wave of rogue Mega Evolution dealt with. As usual, it was largely thanks to your efforts. In fact, you really outdid yourself this time. I'm so glad we've got you on Team MZ. Hey, Az, can I ask you something? Yes, what is it, my young friend? You keep saying we need to find the strongest Mega Evolution user, but how do we determine that? Like, how do we know which trainer's the actual strongest? That is up to Floette to decide. How do you mean? I mean that it would require the greatest of Mega Evolution users to handle Floette's true power. For the moment, let us simply be glad that you all continue to succeed in calming rogue Pokemon. But do we know how Floette would even decide who's the strongest? Maybe it's got to be a Pokemon trainer that Floette thinks she could rely on. Well, that must be Rune. Says who? Grisham. Opponent for your next promotion match is Grisham. Nope, not who I expected me to be fighting. So it's finally time. You're in arm's reach of rank A now, the very top of the ZA Royale. Just one question. Who the heck is Grisham? Does anyone know? Odd that they've made it to rank B but managed to keep their face secret. Some folks prefer not to show their face in their profile photo. They want to keep their daily lives and their ZA Royale activities separate. Some people sign up using pseudonyms or nicknames too. That's true, but still. How are you supposed to find them to have your promotion match? You'll have to wait for them to find you, I guess. And risk things getting worse with Prism Tower? No way, we can't just sit back and wait. Yeah, she's our best bet. Let's head to the Local Bureau, Rune, and try to find out more about this Grisham. Looks like the competition to see who hits rank A first has begun. Who joins the ZA Royale under a false name? There are some strange people out there. The strongest Mega Evolution user. Another role I should have fulfilled and yet failed to. Alright, that will be all for now. Make sure I save. Okay. Because I ran that other video earlier, I have to adjust and things queue up the end card, the Bible verse. So I'm going to go ahead and cut everything now, and it'll be up in just a few seconds. Oops.